I'm going to teach you the basics of playing guitar in 6 minutes, but I'm not just going to teach you a chord or a melody. I'm going to teach you why and how I'm doing what I'm doing to make it happen. My name's Jake, and I've been teaching guitar for over a decade. I've taught hundreds of students to go from the practice room to the campfire to the stage. Every beginning guitar player I've taught has had a handful of similar struggles. Now, I know, we're all special snowflakes, but if we're all special snowflakes, i.e. special guitar players, that means we're not all cucumbers or, say, bassoonists. So there's a lot in common with what we have to deal with. Let's start with chords. Guitar plays a lot of chords. It's what makes our instrument unique from, say, the bassoon or singing or the trumpet. A chord box is a diagram that tells us how to read chords. I'll put one on the screen. You're looking at a guitar neck up and down, vertically, like this. Only it's on a sheet of paper and you can only see 3, 5, or 7 frets. What you're going to notice is on the left, you've got your thick strings. On the right, you've got your thin strings. If you look on the thinnest string, you'll see a dot that's on the 3rd fret. Each line is showing us a fret, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put our ring finger on 3rd fret. Why our ring finger? Because it has the number 3 on the inside of it, saying we're using our 3rd finger or our ring finger. You'll notice you have a 2 on the other side, on the thickest string, also on the 3rd fret, 2 being our middle finger, 1, 2. And then lastly, you'll notice on the 2nd fret, on the 5th string, or the 2nd thickest string, we have a 1, or our index finger, and this is a G chord. Now, all chord boxes are going to work similar to this. You're going to have the thin strings on the right. You're going to have the thick strings on the left. You're going to have dots that show you where your fingers go, and you'll have different things inside those dots. Sometimes nothing. Sometimes it'll be the number of the finger to use. Sometimes it'll be the name of the note. But if you can find the dots, you can then decode what fingers go where and play the chord. I'm going to teach you strumming in a way that will get you through 90% of songs. We're going to count from 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. After each number, I want you to say "and." 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You'll see I've made those plus signs. What we're going to do is we're going to strum down as we say a number and up as we say "and." I'm going to use that G chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now a little more slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What we can do is we can not strum on some of those spots. What we do instead is a ghost strum. So if I'm saying and I don't want to hit the strings, I just bring my pick up and say and don't strum. Here's an example of missing after 1 and after 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Lastly, we need to read tab. There's going to be 6 lines. The bottom, or closest to the ground, is going to be the thickest string, and the top is going to be the thinnest string. You notice there's no lines. We no longer have frets. Instead, the number is going to indicate what fret we're supposed to play. So the first notes we have, we play 3rd fret twice because it's in a row. Then we play open 2nd and then 3rd fret twice, but now we're on the 5th string. Then on the 4th string, we play open 2nd, open twice. Then we're back to the 5th string, open 2nd, 3rd, 4 times, twice on the 2nd, twice open. There you have it. You can now read tab. If you see the numbers all stacked up, that is saying we want to play those notes at the same time. For example, this is what our G major chord would look like written in tab. 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 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 3rd fret. It's still showing the same G major chord. It doesn't tell us what finger to use, but it does tell us what frets they're on. Now, each way to read these things, chord boxes and tabs, have their own usefulness. A chord box can't tell us anything about time. A tab can tell us what comes before and after, but we don't have room to say what finger we might use to play a certain chord. You're probably going to see a combination of these things as you're learning the instrument. If you're ready to learn all these skills and more, join me for free at school.com/guitar in my free course and community with hundreds of other motivated guitar players getting professional feedback and making progress. I'll see you on the inside.